Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English Tips and Podcast. I'm Olivia.
And I'm Ethan. Hey, Olivia.
Hi, Ethan. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Actually, I'm really excited today.
Oh, what's going on? Why are you so excited?
Well, I started a new hobby last weekend.
Really? What is it?
I started learning how to play the guitar.
The guitar? That's awesome. I didn't know you were interested in music.
Yeah, I've always wanted to learn an instrument, but I never had the time. So last weekend, I finally bought a guitar and started taking online lessons.
That's so cool. How's it going so far?
Well, my fingers hurt a lot, but I'm enjoying it. I can already play a few basic chords.
Chords. Those are the combinations of notes you play together on the guitar. That's one of our new expressions today.
Exactly. What about you? Have you picked up any new hobbies lately?
Picked up. That means to start doing something new, especially a hobby or skill. And actually, yes, I started painting a few months ago.
Painting, like art.
Yes, watercolor painting specifically. I take a class every Saturday morning.
That's wonderful. Are you any good at it?
I'm still learning, but it's really relaxing and I enjoyed the creative process.
That's what matters. Speaking of hobbies, Olivia, should we ask our viewers to subscribe before we dive into today's topic?
Oh, yes, good thinking. So, everyone, if you're enjoying our episodes and learning with us,
Please hit that subscribe button. It really helps us continue making content for you.
and turn on notifications so you never miss a new episode.
We post new episodes regularly, and we cover all kinds of interesting topics.
Your support means so much to us. Thank you.
All right, so today, as you might have guessed from our conversation, we're talking about hobbies and free time.
We're going to discuss different types of hobbies, how we spend our free time, and share some interesting stories.
And of course, we'll teach you lots of useful vocabulary along the way.
So let's get started.
So, Olivia, besides painting, what other hobbies do you have?
Well, I really enjoy reading. I try to read at least one book a month.
That's a good goal. What kind of books do you like?
I'm really into fiction, especially mystery novels and thrillers.
I'm really into. That's a great way to say you're very interested in something or you love something.
Exactly. What about you? Do you read much?
Not as much as I'd like to. I read maybe 3 or 4 books a year. I tend to read more nonfiction, books about design, creativity, that kind of thing.
That makes sense with your job. Do you have any other hobbies besides the guitar?
Yeah, I'm really into photography. I've been doing that for about 5 years now.
Oh, what kind of photography?
Mostly landscape and street photography. I like going out on weekends and just walking around the city, looking for interesting shots.
Looking for interesting shots. A shot is another word for photograph.
Right. Sometimes I'll spend hours just walking around taking pictures of buildings, people, street scenes.
That sounds really enjoyable. Do you do anything with your photos?
I post some of them on Instagram, and I've actually sold a few prints online.
Wow, so your hobby is making you some money.
A little bit. Not a lot, but it's nice to know that people appreciate my work. It's more about the passion than the money, though.
Of course. That's what hobbies are about, doing something you love, not for money, but for enjoyment.
Exactly. What other activities do you enjoy?
Well, I also enjoy hiking. I try to go at least once a month, especially during spring and fall when the weather is nice.
Do you go alone or with friends?
Usually with friends, there's a group of us who go together. It's a great way to spend time outdoors and get some exercise at the same time.
That's the best kind of hobby, one that combines multiple benefits.
Absolutely. It's social, it's healthy, and you get to see beautiful nature.
Do you have any indoor hobbies? I mean, besides painting.
Hmm. I enjoy cooking, but we already talked about that in a previous episode. Oh, I also do yoga.
Yoga. Is that a hobby or more like exercise?
I think it can be both. For me, it's something I enjoy doing in my free time, so I consider it a hobby. I do it 3 or 4 times a week.
That's impressive. I've tried yoga a couple of times, but I'm not very flexible. It was harder than I expected.
It gets easier with practice. Flexibility improves over time.
Hmm, maybe I should give it another try.
You should. It's great for relaxation and stress relief.
So let's talk about free time in general. How much free time do you actually have during the week?
That's a good question. On weekdays, maybe 2 or 3 hours after work, and then weekends, of course.
2 or 3 hours sounds about right for me too, though some days I'm so tired after work that I don't really do much with that time.
I know what you mean. Sometimes you just want to relax and do nothing.
Exactly. What do you do when you just want to unwind?
Unwind. That means to relax and release stress. And honestly, I watch TV shows or movies.
That's very relatable. What are you watching these days?
I'm binge watching a crime drama series right now. I can't stop watching it.
Binge watching. That's when you watch many episodes of a TV show in a row, one after another.
Yes, it's so addictive. Have you ever binge watched anything?
Oh, all the time. Last month, I watched an entire season of a show in one weekend.
Impressive. A whole season in one weekend? How many episodes was that?
10 episodes. I basically spent the entire Saturday and Sunday on my couch.
That's dedication. Though I have to admit, I've done the same thing.
Sometimes you just need a lazy weekend, you know?
Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with taking it easy sometimes. We can't be productive all the time.
Take it easy. That means to relax and not work too hard.
Right. Balance is important. What else do you do in your free time?
I spend a lot of time on social media, I have to admit. Probably more than I should.
We all do that. How much time would you say you spend on social media per day?
Probably 2 hours, maybe more. I'm always checking Instagram, scrolling through feeds.
Scrolling through feeds. That's when you move through social media content by swiping or moving the page.
Yes, it's become such a habit. Sometimes I don't even realize I'm doing it.
I have the same problem. I'll pick up my phone to check one thing, and suddenly 30 minutes have passed and I'm still scrolling.
It's designed to be addictive. These apps know what they're doing.
That's true. Have you ever tried to limit your social media time?
I've tried a few times. I downloaded an app that tracks my screen time and gives me warnings when I've been on too long.
Did it help?
A little. It made me more aware of how much time I was wasting, but it's still a struggle.
I think many people can relate to that. Social media is a double-edged sword.
A double-edged sword. That means something that has both positive and negative effects.
Exactly. Social media helps us stay connected with friends and learn new things, but it can also waste our time and affect our mental health.
That's a perfect description. So what do you think is the best way to spend free time?
I don't think there's one best way. It depends on what you need at that moment. Sometimes you need active hobbies. Sometimes you need rest.
That's wise. It's all about balance.
So, Ethan, you mentioned you just started learning guitar. What made you decide to start now?
Well, I've been thinking about it for years, but I always made excuses. I'm too busy, I'm too old to learn, that kind of thing.
What changed?
I realized I was never going to have the perfect time to start. So I just decided to go for it.
Go for it. That means to take action and pursue something without hesitation.
Right. I figured even if I only practice 15 minutes a day, that's better than never starting at all.
That's a great attitude. A lot of people never start new hobbies because they think they need to be perfect or commit huge amounts of time.
Exactly. But the truth is, even small amounts of practice add up over time.
Add up. That means to accumulate and become significant when combined.
Yes, 15 minutes a day might not seem like much, but over a year, that's over 90 hours of practice,
Wow, when you put it that way, it's really impressive.
right? Consistency is more important than intensity.
I completely agree. That's been my experience with painting, too. I only paint for an hour or two each week, but I've seen so much improvement.
How did you get started with painting?
A friend invited me to a painting class. I went just for fun, not expecting much, but I really enjoyed it, so I kept going back.
That's a nice story. Sometimes the best hobbies are the ones we discover by accident.
Discover by accident. That means to find something unexpectedly without planning.
Exactly. Have you ever started a hobby and then quit?
Oh, yes. I've started and quit several hobbies over the years.
Like what?
Let's see. I tried learning the piano, but I quit after a few months. I also tried knitting, but I didn't have the patience for it.
Knitting. That's making clothes or blankets with yarn and needles.
Right. It requires a lot of patience and focus, which I didn't have at the time.
I don't think there's anything wrong with trying something and realizing it's not for you.
I agree. It's better to try and quit than to never try at all. You learn something about yourself either way.
That's true. I've tried several hobbies that didn't stick. I tried learning to cook gourmet food, but we know how that went.
From our food episode, yes. But hey, at least you tried.
Exactly. What advice would you give someone who wants to start a new hobby?
I'd say start small and don't put too much pressure on yourself. You don't need to buy expensive equipment right away. Just try it first and see if you enjoy it.
That's excellent advice. I see a lot of people buy all this expensive gear for a new hobby and then they quit after a week.
Yes, start with the basics and invest more as you get more serious about it.
Invest more. That means to put more money, time, or effort into something.
Right. And another tip, find a community. Whether it's an online group or an in-person class, having other people who share your interest makes it more fun.
That's a great point. It's easier to stay motivated when you have other people to share the experience with.
Let's talk about something practical. The cost of hobbies. Some hobbies are really expensive, and some are basically free.
That's such an important topic. I think cost is one of the main reasons people don't pursue certain hobbies.
Exactly. So what would you say are some expensive hobbies?
Well, photography can be expensive. A good camera can cost thousands of dollars, plus lenses, editing software.
But you don't need to start with expensive equipment, right?
No. When I started, I used my smartphone camera. It's actually amazing what you can do with the phone these days.
That's a good point. You can start many hobbies on a budget if you're creative.
On a budget. That means with limited money, trying to spend as little as possible.
Right. What are some other expensive hobbies?
Traveling is definitely expensive. Flights, hotels, food, it all adds up quickly.
True. Though there are ways to travel on a budget too. Staying in hostels, cooking your own food, choosing cheaper destinations.
Good point. What about your hobbies? Are they expensive?
Painting can be pricey. Good quality paints and brushes aren't cheap, but reading is very budget friendly.
Budget-friendly. That means not expensive, affordable.
Yes, I can borrow books from the library for free or buy used books for just a few dollars.
That's one of the great things about reading. It's accessible to almost everyone.
Accessible. That means easy to get or use, available to many people.
Exactly. What are some other cheap or free hobbies?
Walking or hiking, you just need comfortable shoes. Writing is free if you use a computer you already have.
Learning languages can be free with apps and online resources.
Exactly. These days, there are so many free resources available online for almost any hobby.
The internet has really democratized hobbies.
Democratized. That means made something available to everyone, not just a privileged few.
Right. 20 years ago, if you wanted to learn guitar, you had to pay for expensive lessons. Now you can learn for free on YouTube.
That's so true. Though I will say, sometimes paying for lessons or courses can be worth it because you get structured learning and feedback.
Absolutely. There's value in both approaches.
And by the way, everyone watching, if you're finding value in our free English lessons, please consider subscribing to support us. It's free and really helps us out.
Perfect timing for that reminder, Olivia.
So we've talked a lot about different hobbies, but let's address something important. How do you actually find time for hobbies when you have work, responsibilities, and everything else?
That's the million-dollar question. It's definitely a challenge.
The million-dollar question, that's an expression for a very important or difficult question.
Right. So how do you manage it, Ethan?
Honestly, I schedule it. I literally put guitar practice in my calendar like it's an appointment.
That's smart. If you don't schedule it, it's easy for hobbies to get pushed aside.
Pushed aside. That means to deprioritize something or ignore it.
Exactly. Life gets busy and hobbies are often the first thing to go.
What's your approach?
I try to integrate hobbies into my routine. Like my painting classes every Saturday morning, so it's just part of my week now. I don't have to think about finding time. The time is already set.
Integrate. That means to incorporate something into a larger whole or system.
Yes, making hobbies part of your routine makes them sustainable.
Sustainable. We learned this word in the work episode. It means something you can continue long term.
Right. If you only do hobbies when you find time, you'll rarely do them. But if they're part of your routine, they happen automatically.
That's excellent advice. Do you ever feel guilty about spending time on hobbies instead of being productive?
Sometimes. I think many people struggle with that. We're taught that we should always be productive and working toward goals.
But hobbies are valuable. They help us relax, express creativity, develop skills.
Absolutely. They're not a waste of time. They're an investment in our well-being and happiness.
Well said. I think hobbies make us more productive in other areas of our lives because they help us recharge.
Recharge. That means to restore your energy and enthusiasm.
Exactly. When I spend time on my hobbies, I come back to work feeling refreshed and creative.
That's been my experience too. Hobbies give our brains a break from work stress.
So the message to our viewers is, make time for hobbies. They're important for your mental health and happiness.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
All right, everyone, let's review some of the useful expressions we learned today.
We covered quite a few. Let's go through them.
We learned picked up. That means to start doing something new, especially a hobby or skill.
We talked about being really into something. That means you're very interested in it or you love it.
A shot is another word for a photograph.
Unwind means to relax and release stress.
Binge watching is when you watch many episodes of a TV show in a row.
Take it easy means to relax and not work too hard.
Scrolling through feeds is when you move through social media content.
A double-edged sword is something that has both positive and negative effects.
Go for it means to take action and pursue something without hesitation.
Add up means to accumulate and become significant when combined.
On a budget means with limited money, trying to spend as little as possible.
Budget-friendly means not expensive, affordable.
Accessible means easy to get or use, available to many people.
Pushed aside means to deprioritize something or ignore it.
And recharge means to restore your energy and enthusiasm.
Great job if you were following along and learning all these expressions.
So everyone, we want to hear from you. What are your hobbies?
Are you trying to learn any new skills right now?
How you find time for hobbies in your busy life?
What's a hobby you've always wanted to try but haven't yet?
Let us know in the comments. We love reading your responses.
And remember, practice using these expressions in your own conversations. Talk about your hobbies in English.
The more you use the language, the more natural it becomes.
Before we go, we just want to say a huge thank you for watching this entire episode.
Yes, we know it was long, but we really appreciate you sticking with us until the end.
Your time and attention mean everything to us.
If you enjoyed this episode, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already.
Share it with anyone who's learning English or who might enjoy this topic.
We'll see you in the next episode.
Until then, enjoy your hobbies and keep learning.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.